Hello everybody and welcome to a mod spotlight. Our very first one and also our very first Minecraft video. But yeah, hopefully later on in the week there will be some Hunger Games videos, Bridges videos, and stuff like that. Hopefully some co-op with other players, but I might not get it in time because I'm trying to pre-record a bunch of videos right now. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I just ruined one item, but yeah. This is the Orespawn mod. And Orespawn is a crazy mod that adds in tons of different things. Like 5 new ores, 5 new dimensions, tons of new mobs, even more new bosses, and it's just a crazy mod that I want you guys to check out. But yeah, so let's just start this off with a bang, and let's start looking at the ores. So there are not 5 different ores. There's like, I added in 2 different ones that don't spawn in this dimension, but no wait. Yeah, there are 5 that spawn in the regular dimension, but 2 of them are not shown here because they're because they're really complicated. Yeah, they're really complicated ores. And yeah, the first one we have is the ruby ore. Looks like this. Looks like this. Pew. I'm just going to keep that there. This is the texture of the ruby ore. I really like it. It's the texture of basically every single item in this mod, so you're gonna have to get used to it. This is the ruby block. You can make blocks out of it. Like here, this is ruby. That's made of ruby, which is awesome. And yeah, you can make pickaxes and swords and helmets and armor and all that good stuff. And then we have a much less useful ore, salt. So we're just going to grab this salt here. We're going to place it down. It's basically the same texture, but they are a little different in parts, spots, and stuff. But yeah, salt is like what you use to put on your food, and I'm not joking here. There is buttered popcorn, which I forgot to put. Damn it! Well, you guys are just going to have to look at my food for the creative inventory. But yeah, so the next ore that we have is the pink tourmaline, which doesn't actually spawn in the dimension that we are in currently. It spawns in one of the other dimensions where you don't have anything. So we're just going to grab the pink tourmaline ore. We're just going to place it down here. That is what pink tourmaline looks like. It's really weird, and you'll see why when I go to that dimension. But yeah, we're just going to grab the pink tourmaline block and place it down right here next to it. So yeah, basically the same texture. And then there's the pink tourmaline set, which you can make armor, swords, and pickaxes out of. And then we have the cryonite. Cryonite's really cool. This is actually the block that you'll find it in. It'll give you this block when you mine it. You don't have to smelt it or anything. Just straight off the cob. So yeah, cryonite. You can only make tools and swords out of it. No armor. Next thing we have is the tiger's eye set. Tiger's eye. So we're just going to place this down. This is basically the same texture as the pink tourmaline, only it's orange and it shoots out red stuff. See? It shoots out like flame stuff instead of the pink tourmaline shooting out sparks. And yeah, that's the block. Basically the same thing. And you can make all sorts of stuff out of this, like tools, swords, and armor. The armor is slightly better than diamond, which makes me feel happy inside. And next we have the amethyst ore. The ingot looks like this. I forgot to say that for every single one. The smelted stuff looks like this, although you do get ruby and amethyst from the ore, and you do get salt from the ore, I think, at least. No, you don't. Not sure about pink tourmaline. I have not mined any yet. I didn't go to that dimension because that dimension is so hard. I'm just going to pull out. No, we don't need the amethyst block. We need the amethyst ore because our entire floor is made out of amethyst. Yeah, this is the amethyst block. Basically the same texture as the ruby, but still really cool. We're just going to plop this back in here. Dang it, wrong place. Plop that right there. And next we have the emeralds set. So this isn't anything new. You guys know that that emeralds have been in Minecraft for ages. But this adds a completely new side to emeralds because now they spawn more frequently, like every single ore from vanilla, and they also add in emerald stuff. And this comes naturally. Silk Touch. I didn't enchant it. It comes naturally. So yeah, they have emerald swords, emerald pickaxes, and emerald helmets, which makes our Minecraft life a lot easier. Next, we are moving on to the 2 ores that also spawn in the dimension, the ultimate set. So, we have titanium and uranium here. These 2 ores are linked. Because obviously, you can tell because of the similar last names, but they also have like the same textures. And this is a little bit complicated to comprehend what they do. So I'm just going to show you blocks and stuff like that. Uranium block, uranium block, uranium block, titanium block. No, wait, that's titanium. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's a really cool block. And you can see the titanium sort of gives off sparks. I'm not sure if the uranium does the same thing. But, dang it, wrong chest. We're just going to slam that stuff in there. I did it completely wrong like that. And I came in like a wrecking ball. But yeah. So we also have the ultimate set. Because these 2 ores are like linked, and like you use titanium and uranium to make the ultimate set. All this stuff. And there's also ultimate armor. I just forgot to put it up here. Or maybe it's in the next chest over there. But yeah. The ultimate stuff is awesome. It's the best stuff that you can possibly imagine. 40 damage. The bow, pretty much the same. Pickaxe, just 38 damage, but it's a really good pickaxe. And they have a fishing rod, which I haven't tried out yet. But there's also and then it's really complicated to mine because you'll get the so you have to mine it with like a pickaxe. It's pretty obvious. And then you get the titanium. You have to smelt it, and then you get titanium nuggets, which drives me nuts. And then you have to put 9 together, and then you get the titanium ingot, which you can start to use to make this stuff. And yeah, that's the titanium and uranium. And in here we have all the weapons from the mod. It's nuts. So you have like ice balls, thunder staffs, which explode upon contact. Same for the robot laser charges. You have like a poison sword, water dragon charges, acid. It's crazy. There's one, and these 2 strongest weapons in the game. Well, besides this thing, which does 750,000 damage. No, I'm kidding, 750. But the big Bertha sword is really complicated to make. I will show you the crafting recipe later. The slice is the same thing, only you add an iron ingot and then you get the slice. This stuff is really awesome. And the rocks and crystals are really weird. They're sort of in the implementing process. Where if you place a rock down, rocks spawn naturally in your world. They like normally spawn in deserts, but they can spawn anywhere basically. And you punch it, and it gives you this stuff. So the stronger it is, so like the explosive rock is the rarest, and then there's the crystals too, which are very rare, and you have to be really lucky to find this. Chainsaws, these things drop off your girlfriends and boyfriends, and just to show you, you can chuck them! I'm chucking my game controllers! Okay, so yeah, we're just going to shove that back in there. And there's one weapon I really want you guys to see. The Squidzuka! Oh my gosh, I have it. Not in peaceful. There we go, normal. These guys are one of the mobs that you guys will see. They are called attack squids. And these guys won't fight you, they'll fight for you. Oh no, it's you! Die! There we go. So yeah, the Squidzuka is an amazing weapon to have. I'm just going to no, wrong chest. We're just going to shove that back in here. And there's tons of weapons. I'm not going to go over them all because that would take ages. But yeah, moving on, they have tons of armor sets like Experience, Moth, Lava Eel, Ultimate, Peacock, Lapis Lazuli, which you actually have to use blocks instead of other things. And then there's the Mobzilla, the Royal Guardian, and I forgot to put the Queen set in here. And then there's a ton of miscellaneous stuff like instant survival shelters, miners' dreams, which basically spawn in like a giant tunnel of stuff and leave the ores, sifters, nether trackers, and zoo cages. We'll go over the zoo cages later, but I just have to do this. This is amazing. Dun dun. I'm gonna have to spawn this really far. You guys have no clue what's about to happen. Yeah, I got a perch one. This is the OMG. No, don't do it. It's crazy. The amount of things that I just spawned in. It nearly touches my platform. Now we're gonna have to that thing to worry about the entire game. I'm not to just hold it. I'm not supposed to fall down. Yeah. This is just amazing so far. So, yeah, that's basically, I'm not going to have much time to show you anything else, but we also do have the island block here, which is this thing. And I suppose we are just going to have to wait for the island block to spawn, which it already did. This is the island. You'll find these things wandering around in the danger dimension, which we will go over next episode. But yeah, I'm going to drop this back in where it came from. And these are tons of just miscellaneous stuff that spawn in the crystal dimension. And now for the Big Bertha. Big Bertha is the strongest weapon in the game, and it uses water dragon for, there's like tons of different crafting recipes for it, but you have to find certain drops off mob. No, there's not tons of different crafting recipes. You have to find get these three different things, and you have to get these off of mob drops. Sorry, I'm really talking really fast because we're running out of time. We have a freaking ray gun which drops off of a robo warrior. We have we have the big hammer that drops off of the Hercules beetle. We have the green goo which drops off of the Triffid. We have the mantis claw which drops off of the mantis, and we have the water dragon scale which drops off of the water dragon. And that is all used to make the Big Bertha handle. We have the sea monster scale which is found off the sea monster. We have the nightmare scale, which is found off the nightmare. We have the jumpy bug scale, which is gotten off of the jumpy bug. We have the molenoid nose, which is found off of the molenoid. And we have the emperor scorpion scale, which is dropped off of the emperor scorpion. We have the basilisk scale, which is dropped off of the basilisk. And we also have the moth scale, which is given to you by the Mothra. Not given to you, you have to kill it. And that all makes the Big Bertha guard. Now we have the T-Rex tooth, which is gotten from the T-Rex. We have the Kraken tooth, which is gotten from the Oh No, Don't Do It, which is also the Kraken. It just says that because it's crazy. The Kraken is probably one of the best bosses in the game. Hardest bosses, sorry. Yeah. We also have the Worm tooth, which drops off of the worm, large worm, sorry. The Vortex Eye, which drops off of the vortex, the sea viper tongue, which drops off of the sea viper, and the caterpillar jaws, which drops off of the caterpillar. And then you also need an ultimate sword in there. And then you get the Big Bertha blade. When you put all of that together, you get the Big Bertha. And you put that together like this. And then if you don't like the texture of the Big Bertha or the name, then you just add an iron ingot beneath it, and you get the slice. It's the exact same thing, only a lot cooler of a texture. I'm just going to grab these two, and I'm just going to F5 them to you. F5, just like this. Awesome. And awesome. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed part 1 of probably 3 of the Orespawn mod review. I will meet you guys back in episode 2. Bye! Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Dang it. No. Oh my gosh.